Hey guys, welcome back to another episode in the deep playthrough of The Last of Us 2. First outdoor stealth section in grass. Not really sure how I'm going to tackle this. First I'm going to take out the runners, but the problem is, even in tall grass, I'm pretty easily seen. I'm probably going to use my bottle to stun this one once it hops around the corner and take it out. Alright, there it is.
To the left!
Holy shit. Holy shit!
Follow me!
Alright, I want to fucking switch my stuff. Hey, this actually works. You can just get away from them. So they did hear that bottle. Where is the runner? I don't want to use my precious stuff, to be honest. On the other hand, saving it all for last and then making it difficult in these encounters, maybe also not worthwhile. Hey, I think Dina took out that runner. That would be great. But chances of me failing here are still very big, because they're quite unpredictable. It's really, when you sneak up behind them, they can at any moment do a 180 and spot you. Alright, can I please get my freaking... Holy shit! That worked!
I think that's all of them. I don't get it. If there were still people around, they would have cleared this place out. Maybe they didn't make it here.
I was not expecting that to work. Pretty efficient.
Gas.
And I even get something back for it. Not sure what. And Dina actually killed one of them. That's so cool. Usually, like NPC mates are totally useless. I don't even see the body. Do bodies disappear? Do they despawn? Probably. Shouldn't seem to be necessary. Ah, no, they do not despawn. Because it's not like there are a lot of NPCs here. So they could just as well remain stored in memory. But really, when you are in a bind, like running, like oh shit, they're behind me, and then switching out stuff is very annoying to do. I can tell you that. It's all very clunky and here. And if you really test it out, suddenly it works. But when really in the action, it just feels clunky, to be honest. But whatever, we cleared the encounter in the first try on the highest difficulty level. I'm happy with that. Faux show. Nothing here. Let's get into the dome. Our main objective is to find gas over here. I don't know why Ellie simply doesn't drain some gas from all these trucks here, but probably they're empty. Or the gas, I don't know how long gas stays of good quality. Of course, those trucks have been sitting for 4 to 5 years, at the very least. Alright, let's be clear. Those buggers outside will not have been the last ones. By the way, there was also, I think, a side area here, but I think that is behind an unclimbable wall. Like behind this one. Yeah, I cannot get back there. But I still have to check out that side stairs over there. On the side of the building. Why don't you just take gas from over there? Or from over here. It would be cool if you could shoot it for some environmental explosions. But I'm not gonna test it out with my bullets. I hardly have any bullets. Alright, let's get in. Pretty sure we are not in the clear yet. That looks to be some kind of interactable door. It's a bit too brownish for my taste. Like too highlighted. But probably it is just my imagination, because the door, even if it's a door, leads nowhere. You can also not jump down, because you will just end up in the shrubbery. And mostly the shrubbery are invisible walls. You cannot really traverse through all of that. Alright, here we go. Yes, I'm pretty sure there will be a big fight here. Annoying. Or not. Why would the game only place clickers at the backside or infected? This does look totally empty, so I wonder how the game will create a story reason for this suddenly to become swarmed with clickers or infected. Eerily silent. Alright, that area over there seems inaccessible, but the one over there is accessible, so I'm later on gonna go in through the side as well to see if there are any goodies on top of there. But what I find weird is that the back area, unless I overlooked something, didn't seem to contain any goodies. So killing those clickers, really, I could have just as well taken the left entrance over there.
Hey, Ellie. This place is a synagogue.
That sound is probably a dialogue cue.
How can you tell?
One, there are menorah decorations on the wall. It's a Jewish thing. And two, I didn't burst into flames just now, so...
Burst into flames?
It's just a dumb joke.
Oh, unlike your other ones.
You shut it.
Alright, I forgot, I didn't do that.
This place brings back a lot of memories.
Audio cue
My
was
sister
like
used to
a
drag me to the
dialogue
synagogue
option.
all the time.
It just hit me. It's the same as in...
You never struck me as much of a believer.
Nah. But I like coming from a long line of survivors.
it's the
You
same
mean
as
after
in
Outbreak?
Uncharted.
That, and the Inquisition, and the Holocaust. My family always made it out alive. Barely.
But yeah, it's a bummer, but I did had a couple of those audio cues before, and I didn't make the link with interacting with Dina, so I did miss out on some dialogue between the two, which is a bummer because I'm trying to get everything there is in the game, and I totally missed that dialogue. Medical supplies, clothing. Nice. Very nice. Leave in a controlled area. All personnel are subject to search and seizure protocols by security staff. No controlled substances or critical component items are allowed past this point without authorization. Non-compliance can be met with deadly force. Alright. Deadly force, god damn it. No entry, restricted area. Form orderly line, follow instructions, have identification ready. Check self to ensure no sensitive or critical component materials are being transported out of zone. Lethal force is authorized to ensure compliance as per internal security. Security. The internal security. Alright, that's probably the way to those gas tanks. Probably one will blow up and that will attract clickers. Is my guesstimation of what is going down. Can we already open the doors? Nope. Canned foods, food rations, water, medical supplies, and clothing. Alright, this really is the ration center. And I was actually expecting a bit more in here. And he cannot climb over the speaking thingy. Speaking podium. That's the door we just saw. Can she just get through the cupboard? Nope. I do think the game looks very good, but on the other hand, I also remember Assassin's Creed in Paris. I forgot the name of it. But those cathedrals looked just as good, if not even a bit better. Or maybe I'm just remembering that too positively.
Found the gas. Just need to get back there.
But yeah, everybody says it's mind-blowing, the graphics. I mean, the color tone indeed, for instance, looking outside at the sky, that's really spot on. Still, it's to me it's a bit grainy and rough. And that's probably due to the hardware limitations of the console, but yellow tickets A, red tickets B, white tickets C. It's almost a bit like every reviewer and guy who was totally blown away by the graphics really are not used to or don't know what really good graphics look like. For instance, the forest in Kingdom Come Deliverance, or
Okay.
Crisis in 4K, certain areas even. And she could also just go through here. And even Resident Evil, the last games in 4K, it all looks on par. Or maybe even a bit better sometimes. Of course, the vistas, just like in Uncharted, Naughty Dog does vistas and stuff like that very well, but it's always, I get the feeling that they have to work around hardware limitations, and that's why you sometimes have a bit blurry textures and stuff. For instance, Metro Exodus with ray tracing, or Control with ray tracing. It's people, and I'm not dishing this game, but people more or less make it sound like this is the best looking game ever, and that's, I think, simply not the case. Even Gears 5, the Unreal Engine, I think it's Unreal Engine 4, and now actually the new engine was demoed not too long ago. That certainly looks better than this. But whatever, it's still an enjoyable game, I find. Alright, let's get some gas. Ellie, come on.
Here we go. God damn it.
Hey, language. House of worship.
It's empty.
That sucks. Now what?
We'll try our luck at the courthouse garage. Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. Civilians, fuel ration distribution. Civilians must present date-stamped fuel ration card and certified fuel container. Only 1 gallon of fuel may be distributed per fuel ration card. Fuel rations must not be traded or redistributed. Unauthorized redistribution of fuel rations will be severely punished. Alright. I'm still going to check that
Do you
side
still pray?
entrance.
Sometimes.
Really? When?
I said when we left Jackson. I said one at Joel's grave. Sometimes I just say little ones to myself.
Does it help?
I think it calms me. Helps me put things in perspective. It's a way to deal with grief. A way to show respect. It's what I know.
In that sense, the game is not only SJW philosophy, like with super diversity, super in sexual things or racial things, like all the default topics, but it also actually has like a Jewish praying protagonist in Dina, which doesn't really fit the mainstream or the default talking points. So I do like it that they actually mix that up a bit. I'm still making my mind up whether this is such an SJW game. Maybe it's not. Why the hell can't I get out of here, peoples? Do I need to get out via that side entrance? Federal Disaster Response Agency. I don't have any rope to throw or anything. So I'm stuck. Unless you need to get out the back way, and the side entrance was... Would that be it? Because I do think the game maybe wants you to encounter those clickers at the backside, and the only way to really force a player into that is to making them exit through here. Actually use that as the entrance. No, by the way, it's not an exit because you will encounter that unclimbable wall in the garden at the back. So it is actually an entrance. But I don't want any hints from the game. I hope the game won't give me a hint. I want to figure this one out by myself. We have that card. Yeah, okay, I can climb up there. Maybe there's a door in there. And yeah, there's a door. I saw it. Alright. Here we go.
There we go.
Good work, Ellie.
This way. Right behind you.
Pretty well done. Like a threatening dark room. Also, this mechanic that these boxes close when you clear them out. It's pretty nice. Pretty helpful. Private Miller, we got first intel. There's an active WLF hideout on Spring and 5th. Grab any available soldiers in your sector and head to the hideout ASAP. Execute any suspect, secure location and await my arrival. Sergeant Ward. Execute any suspect. It's also like the government and the government agencies are like ruthless Nazis blindly executing everybody. I don't like that too much. They are really a bit too much on the at least until now, affiliating or empathizing with rebels who are just as murderous as the government agencies, probably, if not more. Alright, so we have a rope. On the other hand, I'm just going to try and forget about all the politics and stuff in this game. I can also just not think about it too much. Instead of interpreting everything, maybe in an incorrect manner.
What's this?
Oh, this is the Torah.
The what?
It's scripture. It's like a Jewish Bible. My sister would have flipped for this. The one we used in New Mexico was half burned. All right. Well, at least they didn't just chuck everything.
Alright, so that was the only thing here. I do feel that this whole area, it's like the silence before the storm. It's all pretty exposition, and a bit of mumbling about to each other. I do like it. I mean, I'm also getting a bit older.
Bet I can get to the other balcony with this.
And I'm not as good as like the full-on
Ellie, careful. It's okay. It's holding.
spectacle or the frantic bum rush fights as I used to be. So I also like the quieter sections. Come on, Ellie, you can do this. Good work.
Nothing to it. Come on, Dina. Right.
I must say the graphics here, they really look good. I like that it all looks natural, like the wood. Very nicely done. I'm pretty sure we are going to be in for a jump scare. Ah, not even. Some kind of a family. Nothing to interact with. But we have a desk over here. Lieutenant Torres, 70 years ago my grandfather fled Germany with his family as World War II began. So that this was written in 2010. He escaped thanks to the kindness and bravery of a Polish family. And so the wheels turns and the cycle continues. Tonight my family has packed our belongings. And due to your kindness, we will be leaving the city escorted by your brave men. Thank you for helping me preserve what we could of our shul. It is difficult to leave our home behind, but in the end, it is people, living people that matter. You bear a heavy burden on your shoulder, and I hope our late night talks were of some comfort to you. If I can leave you with one thought, for every turn away from a better world, there's often a stronger connection towards it. Do not lose hope for the future. As the old saying goes, it takes but one candle to dispel the darkness. May God... Whoa, that's a pretty nice saying, I must admit. May God watch over you always, Rabbi C.V. Saunders. I do like this whole section here. A bit teaching almost me on the Jewish religion. I don't know that much about it. But shul, am I reading that correct? That's shul. What the hell is shul? Shul meaning a synagogue. Alright. Learning moment.
I hope you got where you were going.
Anything else, peoples? Peoples of the good life? Peoples of the good life? 2013 telephone. Can you imagine having things like that on your desk? As soon as mobiles came out, I discarded any fixed landline. A lot of people yeah, kept them for like years, even until the present day. I really do not understand the logic behind that. A mobile phone does exactly the same as a landline. Why would you have two? It's almost like people didn't trust mobile phones. That, yeah, maybe they will stop working and then we still have our landline. Tishri 5774. The rabbi and his wife. Very nice. And probably family of the rabbi or his wife. And that was about it. Let's get outside and let's get to the garage. Right, Ellie, can you make this jump? God damn it.
Okay, cross the dome off the list.
Let's go find the courthouse. It might be worth grabbing some supplies before we press on.
Yeah, you mean the site locations, or are there any supplies here? What do you mean, Dina? Are there supplies over here? This is also where we went to the back garden, right? Yes. Where the hell did I came from? Yeah, probably through this fence. Ah, I just came from here, of course. So this one we didn't check out yet. And if Dina says probably worthwhile getting some supplies, that is either like a fixed hint that we should check out the world, or it's a hint that there are really supplies nearby, because I do think we already checked out all locations in the world and cleared them. So that is a little bit confusing. At least, unless there are locations in the world that I did not yet find, but I don't think that's the case. I think I totally checked it out. So let's get to... Where is Dina? So there are supplies there. Otherwise she would probably come with me. Dina, where the hell are you? Now, this area was marked as completed, so I can hardly imagine that there will be all kinds of supplies here. Dina, where the holy hell are you? Am I overlooking her? Where is she? probably if I jump on the horse, Dina will spawn. Hey, by the way, isn't that a door over there or is that a window? No, that's a window. But I think I pretty much cleared out every location, so I'm not sure what Dina on the map, I'm not sure what she's all about with, you know, we should get some supplies. Of course, I like supplies. If only I knew where to get them. By the way, talking of horses, I read that it will be maybe a bit spoilery, but I think the horse will not make the end of the game. And what I also, this is not really a spoiler, everybody should know it by now from all the trailers and stuff. I do think we at least have to kill one dog in this game. And actually a dog where, a good dog, so no at least what I understood, not like yeah, some kind of a rabbit attack dog. And you also have like regular attack dogs, and of course I can try to avoid them, but probably I will have to take a couple of those out as well if I want to be able to really explore the full area and get all the goodies. Because if you keep a dog alive, that will be a really pain in the ass trying to clear an area.
It's peaceful out here, at least.
Right, now
It's
she's
weird being in a QZ and not hearing trucks.
suddenly she
Or
spawns.
gunfire and explosions.
My sister always avoided QZs. That's probably why. She just got more and more paranoid. She'd sometimes wake up screaming in the middle of the night.
That's rough.
We always had a bag packed so we could bail if something happened. Never stayed in one place for more than a few weeks.
Damn it, the wrong button.
It sucked.
It's nice to have a place we call home, right?
Yeah. When I first got to Jackson, I was so overwhelmed by all the people.
I was overwhelmed by all the food. I remember my first week just gorging myself. Stuffing food in all my pockets for later like it was gonna run out.
I saw that.
You did not.
I did. I remember thinking, who is this string bean girl stealing all the jerky?
I didn't steal that much jerky.
All persons are required to report any suspected infection cases.
What? What's that, Shimmer? Oh, you don't say.
Oh,
Gent
no.
come.
Ellie, Shimmer says we should find a bakery.
Why?
So she can go buy some thoroughbread.
I've created a monster.
You only have yourself to blame.
Any suspected infection cases to Gent come upon penalty of death. Harboring infected individuals is a punishable offense. Report any and all suspicious activity to the nearest authority. Failure to do so may constitute a punishable offense. There are so many random orders plugged to random walls. I find it a bit weird. Okay, the courthouse is over here. I know where the garage is. We need to get to the garage, but probably we need to enter the garage through the main door over there. Main entrance. But let's see if we can open up the garage anyway. I think this is the exit. Yeah, I cannot interact with anything here. But
Oh, the gate's not budging. Hope the gas is still in there.
Let's look for another way in.
Alright, let's do that. Let's just do that. Here we go. Yeah, I must say this does look good. The art style, it's all pretty realistic. So, I do take my words back a bit. I'm just a bit mixed on the graphical prowess of the game. Sometimes it looks overly grainy and rough. But other times it looks amazing. Just checking out the site before we go in, because I'm pretty sure we will be encountering a big battle inside. Earlier in the previous episodes we heard infected coming from this courthouse. And this is a good moment in between the action to end this episode and continue in the next one. Guys, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next episodes. Didn't make that much progress, although we did clear the dome, so that's fine. And that first encounter went way smoother than I expected, like the first part. Hope to see you in the next episode. For the meantime, do not forget, always do keep on gaming. See you later.